Today, I've got a very exciting video for you guys. Today, I will be ranking all of the bachelors and bachelorettes in Stardew Valley. Just want to make it clear that everything I say in this list is extremely subjective, very subjective. I'm throwing objectivity completely out the window. Use the cutie bottom right. That would be me. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw myself an S tier, because I think I'm quite the catch. So ladies, my Instagram DMs are open. In preparation for this list, I went and watched every single heart event, including the new 14 heart events. So I've watched them all very recently. Hopefully you guys agree with me, and if not, I don't care. All right, let's start off good with Abigail. Abigail's pretty all right. I like Abigail. So I think she's like cute, you know? She's a cute character. Her events are pretty like cute. It's very like reminiscent of like a high school romance. Oh, boy and girl meet, and she like plays the flute, and then you play the whatever you play, the violin or something with her underneath the tree. Sounds like you're about to break up with her. I'm bracing myself for impact, because I like Abigail a lot, okay? I think she has some really cool heart events. In the first heart event, you play video games with her, which I thought was interesting. I like the heart events where you do like cool things. I like her whole like she wants to go fight baddies, I guess, but like she's afraid to like hurt people. And her 10 heart event where all those bats come out of the mine, it's very funny. I think it's so damn funny that she eats rocks. I think that alone is gonna put her in A tier. I like Abigail. You know, not my favorite bachelorette, but very strong. Very distinct personality, very different than a lot of the other bachelorettes. Next up is Alex. Alex is someone, the first time I played this game, who I really wrote off. I think a lot of people did, because he's very cocky when you first get there, and when you start talking to him at first, he's very like, oh, I'm so cool, I'm gonna play grid ball, look at me, I'm so great. Well, I'm all about looks, I'm the jock. Yes, very superficial, agree with you, chat. When I first played the game, I thought he was very much like Haley. But, Alex starts to get nicer a lot quicker for me. When I was rewatching these cutscenes, it's pretty immediately obvious to me that Alex is very misunderstood. He had a very hard life. He lives with his like grandparents, he had this horrible dad. He's very like, he acts cocky, but you can tell it's all a front, like, as you watch his heart events, that he really is, like, not confident in himself at all. He doesn't think he's gonna be the big grid ball player. When I was watching these events, I really connected with Alex in a way that I never have before. For that reason, Alex is going into the S tier. I think Alex might actually be my favorite bachelor. There's this scene in his 6 heart event where he talks about this music box that his mom gave him. It's the only keepsake I ever left, her music box. That might be like my favorite heart event, of all of them. Okay, Haley. Look, people are very hype on Haley, you know? They're like, Haley changes, or like, once you get to know her. I think a lot of people, think she's very hot. That's what I think a lot of you normies think. I do not like Haley, really. It's a lot easier for me to see why someone like Alex or Shane is like a bad person to you at first. You know, like they're going through like actual things. I don't know, I just felt like we never learned much about Haley that much. Emily hotter and way nicer. Because of that, I'm gonna throw in the C tier. You know, I feel like we might need a D tier. Alright, so I would throw Haley in the D tier. Okay, Maru. Maru, if you follow my current playthrough, is who I'm romancing this time. And I think she is by far the least popular bachelorette. I like Maru. I think that she has some good scenes. I forget Maru exists sometimes. I think that is the general consensus, yes. I think she's very cute. I think her design look a lot cuter in the alpha of the game. This is what she used to look like around here. I don't know. Like, something from here to here just got, like, lost in a way. I like Maru. She's nice. That's about it. She has some funny scenes. I would say that she has the funniest scenes. It's like the robot scene is really funny to me. Like, where she makes the robot and the robot's, like, instantly wants to have sentience. And she knows that she's gonna move in with you, so she makes the robot so that the robot can fill in for Maru and do all her chores while she, like, it's very sweet. I like Maru, but I wouldn't say she's anything special. I don't think anybody's gonna really offended that I'm gonna throw her in the B tier. Okay, Penny. Penny is the first girl I ever married in this game when I was a senior in high school. Penny was the gal for me. She's a teacher, which is cool. When you marry a lot of the Bachelor and Bachelorettes, I feel like they suddenly have nothing to do. Like, once that you marry them, they're like, okay, and I just sit around on the farm all day and I don't do much. Like, Penny still has to go teach Vincent and Jess, which I think is very sweet. She's just very passionate about the kids. She is the worst family, but I never, like, because Pam sucks. We all can agree. Pam Club. We all hate Pam here. But she's never mean because of it. She's nothing but sweet, even though Pam sucks. I like her 10 Heart event a lot, where you meet her in the spa. You meet her in the spa, which is very, you know, it's the spa. Need I say more? I like Penny a lot. I don't think she's anything out of this world amazing, so I'm gonna throw her in the A tier. I like Penny, or maybe high, like, she's like between these tiers for me, but I'm gonna throw her in A tier. So generic, yet she's A tier. Yeah, honestly, she might be B tier. But honestly, right now, I want to do this. But I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that. Yeah, I'm probably B tier. Abigail, you can stay in A. Okay, Sam. Sam is fine. It's nothing special for me. I know a lot of people like Sam. I wouldn't, like, he doesn't have any real attributes that I would pick over somebody else, you know? Like, he's not, like, the nicest guy, you know what I mean? And he's not the most talented guy, and he's not the cool, like, you know? I'm gonna put him in C tier. Sorry, Sam. He has, like, the one event I really did like of his is there's this moment in his, like, 2 or 4 heart event where Vincent is on the beach, and Vincent asks if she's, if their dad is ever gonna come home, because you don't know Sam's dad is, like, in the war, or in the army. And then, like, Sam has to lie to him, and then he, like, immediately breaks the cover to you. Maybe I'm explaining this poorly, but it was a really sweet scene. But all of his other events are pretty forgetful. Honestly, I'm gonna throw Haley in F tier. Alright, Sebastian is a big favorite for a lot of people, and I can see why. I like Sebastian a lot. I feel like so many characters do the, like, oh, I'm, f you, I don't like you. And then they, like, change their heart. Sebastian is more just, like, nervous. You know, he's just, like, an introvert, and he's, like, scared being around people. Like, nobody understands him. He's got all this anxiety. He always talks about how anxious he is to be around people. And I relate to that. I feel him on that. He has the coolest heart event of all the characters, where you play D&D with him, which was awesome. Yeah, he's like a badass. He rides a motorcycle. Come on. He's just a shy little boy. He's trying his best. Not quite S tier for me. His story is not as intriguing as someone like Alex, but I like him a lot. I'm gonna put him above Abigail, honestly. I like him a lot. All right, Shane. Shane. Oh, Shane. Shane actually has more heart events than any other character. He has, like, because he has 3 7-heart events. Here's my thing with Shane. Shane's heart events, watching his heart events and watching him grow, it's like a movie. It's just, it's like, I love watching him grow up. And, you know, obviously Shane's main thing is that he struggled with, you know, alcoholism and depression. And it was a very, like, real journey. I felt like his heart events were very well written. That 6 heart event where he's, like, drunk in front of the hill, and he's passed out, and he asks you like give him a reason to not just roll over the edge and fall into the water. It was very sad, and you take him to the hospital. It's truly a heartbreaking tale of Shane. I feel for him a lot. He said a lot of like quotes in his heart events that I feel like a lot of people can relate to. He has this quote where he talks about how he's like trapped in a hole, and it feels like there's no way for him to get out, and I feel like that's a feeling that a lot of people can relate to. Haley is someone who's like mean to you, and I don't see why, and it's like Shane is like more mean to you because he doesn't want you to get attached, because he literally does not think, like, there's a line in his like 4 heart event where he's like Marty's like, what are you gonna end up doing with your life? And he's like, I don't know, and I don't care, because I'm not gonna be, hopefully I won't be around long enough to figure it out, or something like that. Here's my thing though about Shane. I like Shane a lot. Shane is like one of my favorite characters in all of Stardew Valley. I do not think that I would want to marry Shane. I don't particularly feel attached to him. When I marry him, I don't feel a real like connection there. I'm in it more for like his story and him getting better to himself, but like at the end of all his heart events, I don't really want to like date Shane. I just want to like be his good friend. And this is a Bachelor tier list, not like a friendship tier list, unfortunately. I just don't think, A, that I would want to date him, B, that you get enough attached to him during the heart events, and B, that he's exactly ready to date yet, you know? I don't know if I think he needs some more time on his own before he's ready for that. So because of that, I'm gonna throw him in the B tier. He's not emotionally available, and maybe even C tier, honestly. Like, he needs a friend, and I just want to be his good pal. Okay, anyway, Elliot. I have shitted on Elliot many times. Many times he has been the butt of my joke. But that will not be changing today. I think that Elliot is boring. I think that he sucks. I think that his career goals are boring. I don't like reading. Reading is boring. And he's a poet, which is boring. He lives on the beach, which is boring. He has no family, which is boring. He's a writer, which is boring. That's about it. Elliot sucks. The hair is boring. I don't really like long-haired men. That's not really my type. Like, Alex? "22. Alex is hot. You know? Elliot? Look at this freaking uggo. Alright, Emily, if you guys don't know, when the game first came out, there were only 10 bachelors, and then later, Concerned Ape did a poll on Twitter where he asked people which marriage candidates they would like added to the game, and Emily and Shane won. The reason I'm explaining this all is because I think it very much shows that Emily was not originally intended to be a marriage candidate. I think that her heart events are very boring, and I think they don't really have any focus at all on the player becoming close with Emily. They're all like very random. I don't know. I don't really care for her. Her heart events, the first one is like a dream sequence where she's meditating and you meet her in a dream. Then she nurses a parrot back to health. Then she brings you into the back room and shows you her dance routine. Then she does this clothing therapy scene. But Emily does have one major redeeming factor. One major redeeming factor in her heart events. And I would like to show you guys right now. There is some event in Emily's heart events that makes Emily's heart events actually worth it. And let me show you which one. It's coming, guys. Don't worry for it. This is what makes everything worth it. It's coming up right here. Here it comes. Need I say more? This makes it all worth it. Even a glimpse at Hot Robin makes Emily go up an entire tier. This is the only way you can experience true bliss. That is Hot JPEG Robin. Emily goes in D tier. Harvey. Now, my thing about Harvey is I think we can all agree that Harvey is a, you know, not the most attractive man. Bit of an uggo. It's the stash. The stash is the only significant thing about Harvey, okay? And I have hated on Harvey many times before. When I was going back and watching these heart events, right? I did actually start to like him a little bit. He is kind of a sweet guy who just wants the best for his, like, mate. But I feel like there's a reason he only has one friend in the town. It's Maru, who's his employee. And, like, his heart events are kind of weird. Like, they're weird, but they're cute. Like, he wanted to be a pilot. Like, he's always calling up the flights and stuff. When I was watching his scenes, it went up for me a little bit. More than I thought he would usually be. So I'm going to throw him in low C tier. I would never marry Harvey. But he has won me over. And I think now we have talked about pretty much every bachelor except for one. There is one bachelorette who stands leagues above the rest. One bachelorette who is by far and away a standout among all of the candidates. This person is the best bachelorette, has the best heart events, has the sweetest moments, is the best well-written character. Sitting in the elusive double S tier, we have Leah. Leah is a god. Her heart events are hilarious. They make me laugh every single time. I love her to death. I would marry her every single playthrough. Her gifts, extremely easy to get. Salads and wine. Both things. Wine you can produce on your farm very easily. Salads you can buy from the bar. Super easy. Leah is amazing. She's passionate about her art. She's an artist, guys. She's an artist and she loves to sculpt. She's passionate about that. She set up without anybody else caring. She set up in the town. She gives you a sculpture. She gives you a sculpture 4 events in. She gives you that sculpture 4 heart events in. She doesn't waste no time. All these other bachelors, they won't even give me a hug until 10 hearts. Leah, she's not playing around. She gave me a gift at 4 hearts. She's a god. All of these other people, they're just like, I feel like the timelines are too expedited, you know? For a lot of these bachelors and bachelorettes, it feels like at 8 hearts, like all of a sudden now we're dating. Like with Shane, it's like friend. Okay, now it's like a dating scene. Like you could feel the tension there with Leah from the very beginning, and I appreciate that. If I'm being honest though, I don't think Leah needs an SS tier. I like Leah a lot, but I think just an S tier looks cleaner. Do I feel good about the C tier? I feel bad not putting Maru in B tier. I don't know if Abigail's A tier. She might be like, I don't know. Abigail might be B tier, honestly. Yep, I feel good about this. Okay, this is my definitive tier list, and if you disagree, guess what? I don't care. Anyway, that was my tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed. You're dumb. Well, you're dumb too. So, joke's on you.
Hi there everybody, it's me, Sean. I realized that I forgot to film an outro in my Twitch stream, so this is me filming an outro now. Hi, how you doing? This is the first video on my channel, and there's many more to come, so you should hit this little subscribe button or something, right? That's what I'm supposed to say? I got some more videos coming, some more Twitch highlights, I got some Stardew Valley guides coming, and some Pokemon ones too. Wow, that's crazy. Goodbye now.
Is it just pixels? Yes. Did I fucking ask? No.